The Civil Rights Movement. This is a time in our history where a mass movement took place that was primarily in the 1950s to 1960s. This is a young man named David that lived in Alabama. Growing up, he did not understand everything, but he knew that his family and friends did not have the same equalities as everyone else. The rights and liberties that David did not have extended to him were due to the laws that were in place in the South. These were called Jim Crow, and it represented any state law discriminating against black persons. Blacks and whites could not eat together publicly, attend school, nor drink at the same water fountain, to name a few of the rules. Although these laws were established, the African American community began to not accept nor tolerate it. David would see his family members prepare and demand for a change in the society. Therefore, they began to boycott. This is when one refuses to have dealings with something in particular. If public locations could not serve them or only serve them in the black section, they will hold up signs and refuse to have any dealings with them. This would receive public attention, and most of the time, more people would join the cause and sacrifice themselves to be a part of the movement to demand their civil rights, which are individuals to receive equal treatment and to be free from unfair treatment, discrimination. Along with boycotting, David would notice several instances where his family would participate in freedom rides. This is a bus trip made to parts of the southern U.S. by persons engaging in efforts to integrate racially segregated facilities. Another demonstration that would take place were called sit-ins. This was an organized, passive protest, especially against racial segregation, in which the demonstrators would occupy seats prohibited to them. Although many of the demonstrations were intended to be nonviolent, many lives were sacrificed, endangered, and hurt. However, in the end, nothing was in vain, and ultimately the civil rights of African Americans were granted across the country. David, years later, as a young adult, was able to take advantage and live the life he once only dreamed of, the life his former family members had to fight for. Equality, liberty, and freedom.